Alright guys, welcome back. I just want to go through a chart, a trade that we took yesterday in our group, right? So if you haven't already done so, go to decisionofpower.com. In the center of the screen, you're going to be able to join the troops, right? It's a $29.99 monthly membership. You can cancel any point, right? So let me just go into the group down. So yesterday we had a trade on Euro CHF, so Euro Swiss. And this is what we were looking at, right? We called this the day before it happened, right? Because we were looking at, we normally do a Q&A session on a Monday. The Q&A session, we were saying that the likelihood is we're going to run the stops before continuing the drop, right? So if I head over to the chart, and I'm going to quickly explain what we look for. All right, so effectively what we look for, we're looking for a level in the market where you get a set of equal highs or equal lows, okay? And what you get then, you're going to get a level of stop losses building up above them levels, okay? And what we're looking for then, we're looking for a run through, and then a price rejection, and what we call a double structure retest is where we get a pullback before the break of structure, right? So that's what we're looking for. And when we get that, that is a confirmation then that we've got a trade, right? And what we do with the double structure retest, we're waiting for a pullback into this level here as well as this level here. Okay, so it's a double structure retest. Once we get that, we're then looking for a move in the new direction, right? So that is our smart money reversal there. Now, the trade that we did take this week or yesterday, it was a really, really nice trade. I'm going to go through that now. Okay, so this was it, and I'm going to just break it all down a little bit more. Okay, so we started off with a set of equal highs. Okay, so we've got our equal highs right here. So that was this level here and this level right there. Okay, we eventually got the stop run there. Okay, once we got the stop run there, we had then if I go down to a 15-minute chart and break it down into a bit more detail, you're then looking for the last the last swing point before the stops are run. Okay, so that was this level here. Okay, so that point there. Let me just zoom in a bit more. This is going to be really quick. It's not part of the traded development series. It's just a trade recap. All right, so the break of structure occurred at this point, what we call a structure inversion point. Okay, so that's there, and then what we do then, we go to the point that caused the break of structure. Okay, so the pullback before it broke, right? And then that's what we call a load level. So that was these candles right here. If I go up to an hourly chart again, it cleans up the chart a little bit, and I'll be able to explain a little bit smarter about how we were looking at this chart. Okay, so I'm going to this point then. I've marked out, so on the 15-minute chart, this was that swing point before the stops were ran, and that was also the break of structure. Now this up candle here before the down move, that is our load level, right? That wasn't retested at this point, so we were waiting for a retest of that. Now, when I go back down to a 15-minute chart, this was the London trade. Now, I don't normally trade London, but this was one I was pretty happy with because we did discuss it the day before in New York. Now, my entry was at the tap of that line, okay? So it was literally, I don't even think I had half a pip drawdown in this. It was really, really good setup. But what we had going on here, we had a collection there of highs, okay? So equal highs there, we were waiting for the stops to be ran. When them stops got round, it was into our entry point there, right? So my stop loss was sitting just above this high, okay? And then as for a target, we were looking to go down below these lows that it already created, right? So we're looking to get underneath all this level here, into this level, this point here. Okay, so this swing point here, just underneath these levels, that was our target yesterday. Okay, and we did get it, all right. So it was quite a nice trade in and out. It took a little bit of time to get down there. It was for most of the day, but as you can see, it's let me have a look at the RR on that one. Okay, so it's an 8.35 to 1 on that trade, right? So I know some of the guys took it a bit lower than that. They were looking for a 10 to 20 pip run below these lows, but the overall idea there was to run the stops that were sitting underneath here, right? So we had the equal highs, stops got ran, we had the price rejection, we had the break of structure, we had a load level before the break of structure, which then gave us our double structure retest. That was at this point here, and then we were looking to take it short, and we did just that, right? So as you can see in the group right here, we were talking about it before it even played out, right? And then the previous day, when the chart wasn't anywhere near this, we were talking in the Q&A session to say this is what we're looking at for tomorrow, right? So that was the trade that we called out the day before. Now, that is it for this video. If you do want to join, go to decisionofpower.com. The link will be below. It's $29.99 a month. You can come in there, see what we're doing. We're getting some really, really good good members coming across now. And we had one guy, I think it was yesterday. Jose Alvarez. He passed his FTMO challenge. Okay, so he's now through the FTMO challenge, moving on to the next step for his verification. Right, so we've got guys in here now and girls both having a look at our setup, learning the way we trade, taking the FTMO challenges and passing. Okay, we've got a few of our own traders going through the process. And as you've already seen in previous videos, I've done it myself, right? So it's just proving the whole concept works, right? So this isn't going to be a trader development series. It's just an overview. I'm going to be doing a trader development series video on this, but you won't be able to find it visible on YouTube. It's going to be kept privately for the membership group, right? So that is it for this video, guys. I'll see you in the next one.